y'all. You already know what it is. Towards AKA Dark Skin Thanos, AKA Heartthrob Harrison, AKA Fan of Facts, AKA the Apex Predator. I hope that shit sounded good as it felt like it sounded. We back. This is episode 181 off of my sabbatical. We about to have a fantastic show like usual. We got the gang in this motherfucker. We got to my far right, the man with the master plan. Y'all know him as, some people might know him as Javar, but we know that nigga. Renaissance Juvie, Superstar Juvie, Pookie. Hey, we got him. He's back.
Champ.
He's back. That's what he's probably. Fuck that. Hold on. Say that again. Say that again.
That's the motherfucking champ.
The crowd went wow. The crowd went wow. Champ is here.
The motherfucking champ.
So, after your tremendous comeback fight, we knocked him out in 2 seconds. How are you feeling? Juvie is back in the building. Coming up soon.
Yes, sir.
And he's very laid back. Yes, sir. What's been going on with you, champ?
Man, just been training, man. Training and working. Of course, I got the still in the middle, army stuff. So we've been working and just going to the gym.
Jeremy might be hot, man. Cause he ain't been tuned in with us since he got here. He playing his shit.
Oh,
he just doing what the fuck he wants.
Glasses on.
This nigga over here look like
I definitely don't do drugs.
He look like a bad guy on Mad Max and shit.
I was down.
Some shit like this, some more futuristic shit.
Man.
He look like he look like an arms dealer on a futuristic movie and shit. He be talking crazy Arnold Schwarzenegger and that. Total Recall type shit.
And the shoes lace up they sell.
You said what?
They shoes lace up they sell.
Sounds just like that. But Juvie is definitely on his way back to the ring, making his triumphant return. The delay. I've been waiting for Juvie to come back and beat somebody up for the last year, I believe. I don't know. 2 years.
2 years.
Oh, we come.
I'm really talking about since they stopped hating.
Recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
December the 11th,
He's like
2021. And where is this taking place?
At the Old National Center, the Egyptian Room, December 11th.
Time to get busy.
Right.
I'm excited, my nigga.
Hey, you got a opponent? You got an opponent?
Man, I got a few opponents, so that's how I know.
Jason over here probably grilling the gum in my ear.
Nah, man.
Oh. Look, chewing.
Like, that's a boxer?
He over here chewing cute.
That's a boxer. He a real boxer.
We really got a professional fighter on our show. Ain't that crazy?
That's all like, damn.
A professional fighter, a professional comedian. Listen, they say I don't know people. They say I don't know people. I know people. I know niggas.
I know niggas.
But Juvie definitely about to get back in here and beat somebody up. I'm equally excited as Jason alluded to.
Oh, I gotta tell y'all something. I went to talk to some kids in school. So my student I'm working with June. They wrote their teachers some letters about people they look up to, and I got selected.
This is up, man. Another one. You think out here making a difference? Oh, come on, y'all. We gotta do this right. Go ahead.
Black kids, so that's why I really like that. So I just told them my story from high school, like graduating high school.
Before you go any further, I just want to clarify: you are not interested in inspiring white children. Go ahead.
Okay, relate. You know what I'm saying? So this is for my struggling kids. You feel me? So, I just told them the story about I got into boxing, then where boxing took me. So the whole gig it's crazy, man. And they all wrote me letters, and the teacher was like, man, my class ain't never just been so attentive. Like they never just sat there just like was focused and listening, like paying attention to something. And it was like she wrote me a whole letter too. The whole class wrote me.
Was she attractive?
She.
Never mind. Go ahead.
They was interested because they ain't never had to beat somebody up.
They were just inspired. They always like to stay stood out to keep things right.
They get paid for that shit.
I like how you stayed like even at your lowest moments, you kept going. Like, and how far you came, what you had to do. It was like you was basically like right here with us. Like you didn't know what you were gonna do with bad grades. Like you said, you didn't know what you was gonna do. You gonna do this and do this over all these little steps, just ending up in places by taking chances.
And these high school children, great.
High school kids, like sophomore class, man. I was like, dang. And I was really able to reach these kids. This is what they was the responses to me. I'm like, this is really cool. And it motivated me.
That's what's up,
really
man.
ready to put on the show for sure, man. I'm working like the motherfucker.
In high school, how many of y'all can remember when a professional athlete came to y'all class and inspired y'all?
Never.
So y'all don't understand, like,
inspired us or just came to class?
What Michael Jordan tell you?
I went to CBS. I went to CBS. Chris Zorich went there. He came back. Juwan Howard went there. He came back.
Chris Zorich, listen. He's only Chicago fans. We talking about niggas. Hey, hold on. Because Juvie is definitely for surely Indianapolis and Anderson famous.
Okay.
So don't you ever one city mean when we talk about Juvie? Don't ever one city famous meaning shit in comparison. Don't do that.
Juwan Howard, NBA champion.
I can't fuck with that. But what did he tell you? Your shit wasn't memorable. His shit's memorable.
That's true.
That's with the Heat, right?
Yeah, he got it with the Heat.
Juwan Howard does not compare to Juvie Jones. I ain't never seen it.
So that's what was special.
My professional athlete was Bobby Wilkerson. He was at the Gator Center. He didn't come to school. My point was that what Juvie did is going to be impactful for a long time. It's going to be something that them children remember. And I'm glad that he's aware of like how impactful it is. And we always got to be aware of our influences we have. You never know who watching you taking something from it. So that's some dope shit, man.
I'm understanding some athletes in like the projects when I was younger, like older guys that played, they end up being like NFL stars.
I'm not talking about your peers and shit who ended up better off than you.
Oh, see, he did a project. He wrote up about dope or something.
On everything else, of course, don't say that. Lloyd Daniels was over there strong the fuck out. I thought you were going to say he's strong out. Speaking of Delonte West, we'll talk about him later. But to my immediate right, we got the motherfucking, listen, he's the fashion guru. Anybody want to know the fucking fashion deal? Tap in with Corey.
$1.40.
Corey out here lying to us and shit. He did something strange for that dollar shirt.
Did I?
Yeah.
It was a, what it called? In China? I don't know what.
Where the fuck the crickets at when I need them? I ain't have a cricket. Oh, he got a name. Shout out to Corey though. GQ motherfucking fresh. He definitely in the house kicking in the squad. What am I getting? Tap that pause.
This nigga's alive. What's up, nigga?
Who?
Corey.
I'm always alive.
Rumors of his demise have been greatly
No,
exaggerated.
nigga, you coming off for a 2-term tour or some shit in the hospital, nigga.
Oh, the surgery. That shit's so fucking
stale,
but
nigga.
we
You
haven't
alive.
seen you since. Shout out to.
I came to a couple weeks ago.
Shout out to.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but shout out to you for still being alive.
We gotta continue the show.
Anyway, I'm so shitty, man. I've been fucked up on these sports books. How you been feeling, Corey?
I've been straight, no complaints.
That's what's up. The nigga who's preoccupied with his phone since he got here, he over taking selfies and shit. I know this nigga feeling sexy when he got on his motherfucking glasses and his shit. He feeling impeccable. He be feeling impeccable.
I'm going on live, yo.
He on his old man shit, got D Jordan down, this nigga got Jordans on, George Swoosh pants, George Swoosh shirt. I dare not say, but I'm sure he has on swoosh drawers.
Oh, hold up.
No, bitch, they polo. That's right. This is your
Trick game.
Shout out to the motherfucker, man. Cool nigga. Chirac, the number 2 Chirac. You only 2 because you got here second. He got dibs on number 1.
Beautiful boy on too.
And
What's up, man?
that's the Chicago couch. The designer drawers.
Nigga, beautiful boy.
Beautiful boy was something. They had a commercial. I respect anybody who has a commercial. I respect anybody you've never seen. Well, you made it. Once you got some shit that they had a commercial when you made it.
Okay.
We got Jeremy in this motherfucker.
That's right. I'm back. I'm here.
On everything. Hold on. The Wolf on Concrete. Let me clarify. I ain't got my sound effect back on, but Jeremy's in the building.
Yo. I'm just here. I ain't gonna say what I used to say. Cause them niggas be
Go on, follow your spit.
Nope.
Straight on the bones, whatever you were saying.
Nope. If you got a new one, then we all is.
We rather hear the new one.
Let me see off the cuff. I'm just touching the ass and getting cash. That's all I'm trying to do.
Oh, man. This nigga out here freestyling on him. This is incredible. This nigga got bars.
Son, this
He always flexed on us with that little fucking knot, that 100 with the goddamn dollar bills inside.
Yeah, 20 on top of a bunch of
Like
ones.
your post. Hey, that's how you supposed to do it, though.
That's what they doing at Chirac.
Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to
Jeremy.
We'll catch Jeremy on the ground like this.
Yeah. If you find $1 out pussy, if you find $1.
Allegedly, I probably got to get out there like,
Hey, the captain gonna be saying, Tar said it's all one.
Wait till you with the filter.
If you hate to say it, then. If you hate to say that, then.
hey, real shit don't make that video tonight, though.
On everything, don't.
Switch the money up.
To my immediate left, without further ado, the moment that everybody's been waiting for.
What up, niggas?
They've been going wild since this nigga went public. He was out there hanging out with TK Kirkland.
It's your boy, Jason Ritchie, a.k.a. Go Jason, a.k.a. Vanessa Williams, a.k.a. Martin McHigh, a.k.a. Send me the cash if you got it, motherfucker, a.k.a. Latino people, a.k.a.
Your new favorite comedian, motherfuckers. Tune in to Go Jason Live motherfucking YouTube page. Follow me on motherfucking YouTube, motherfucking Twitter, motherfucking Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I ain't got nothing new on there, but follow me on there anyway, bitches. Tell your children to follow me, motherfucker.
Jason got a TikTok video where he's staring at the camera. It's very spooky. It's very spooky.
Is it? Man, that shit might have got on that accident.
I'm glad, and that's why the fuck my shit's leaning, because it's over here instead of there. Shout out to Jason. He had an eventful weekend. I had to sit here and watch him have fun. He was out there turned up at Helium this whole weekend. I'm very interested in what took place at Helium this weekend.
Man, that was first of all, I think that was the most amount of shows I did in 1 week. That was 7 shows.
Did you feel slutted out?
That was
How many?
7.
In a weekend?
No, it was 6 in the weekend, but it was 7 for the week.
Okay. That's why I was like, shit. I'm glad to be doing it.
Shoebox, nigga, shoebox. Money in the shoebox.
Yeah.
Say what?
Niggas ain't putting in that work, man.
Man, listen.
Man.
While y'all was sleeping, this day was on 6 shows
He just said
in a weekend.
I ain't sleep.
How did shit go though?
Oh, they went good, man. The Thursday crowd was kind of tight, for sure. But
When you say tight, it has so many fucking
like,
connotations.
they still mad about the boss telling them to do some fuck shit at work and they ain't let it go yet.
They
so
came
you
there
got
with their
the
angry
nigga punch.
faces.
And it was
Shout out
crazy
to
too.
Jeremy for always remembering the most remarkable punch.
Man, I can't wait.
Outside of Mike Tyson
I'm
punch
gonna
out
do tomorrow, nigga. 'Cause I want to do this joke. 'Cause I had to be clean the whole fucking weekend.
Fucking with TK Kirkland.
Yeah, could you believe that?
He did a clean show?
Y'all, nigga,
He did not want to be. He knew about the nigga punch.
I wasn't even
I don't know
supposed to
everything.
be. Low key, I wasn't even supposed to be on the show. I was supposed to be white. But you know, certain headliners got certain requests, man. I ain't judging the nigga, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thankful that he even allowed me to stay on the show and didn't change my mind. He went on no weird shit.
What?
Damn, that was his request, once I did my thing the first, once I did that the first night, you know, he was like,
let's just dial this back just a little bit. I don't want to cut you off, but just for clarity for what you said, that is remarkable. Jason was the host for the TK Kirkland, 3-day weekend? The 3-day show? Four. Goodness, 4 T's. The Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday shows, he was the host. TK Kirkland, traditionally, as Jason just stated, usually asks for a white host.
I mean, that's what they were. I guess that was just the request. Like I said, it's not a slight to TK because again, I'm thankful that I even remained on the show. It was a blessing to be able to even watch him work for real. But you know, some headliners got certain requests. When you work as hard as it takes to fucking get to be a national touring headliner, like you can make wild ass requests and shit. You know what I mean?
So you think he wanted a white guy to open up for him because he think a white guy would be less funny?
That's what I think.
Or you think, you know what I'm saying, that he like a self-hating person or some shit?
You know what? I'm not gonna say that's what I think. It's a possibility that was the case, but I mean, it could also have been like, you gotta think about it like this: like, if you start off blue and you cussing and shit at the top of the show, then there's no build up to the expectation of
oversaturation.
What you wanted to see anyway. You knew it was gonna hit that, but like Now you just like, all right, man. You damn near at the end, like it's so much cursing, like damn near. But it's by contrast, I think it kind of helps the show a little bit in a way. But I wouldn't do no type of show like that. But again, I don't judge him. Like again, it take a lot to get in that position. You run your show how you want to, because it was supposed to be a one-man show. You know, I was just probably maybe gonna do announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the masturbation.
So again, I'm just, you know, that's just how some people got certain stipulations. I'm like, if that's what you want to work with, motherfucker, that's what it gotta be.
I get it though. I mean, it's not for me to agree with or disagree.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like me either, honestly.
The shit Jason said, it seemed on point to me to where he being TK Kirkland is a person who he don't want his crowd to be taken by another person. So if you add diversity to your act, I think it do two things. One, you don't want to be doing your type of material, and two, you got a chance to bring in a more diverse crowd.
Yep, for sure.
So,
there was a lot of white people there.
I totally get it and shit. So I definitely would never figure TK Kirkland is somebody who's self-hating.
And you think about it too, like he like, nigga, this Indianapolis. Like, I want that crowd. Like,
I just know I hope that the next person to open up for him is the future white Dave Chappelle.
Have you ever seen a past or a current white Dave Chappelle?
And the other guy on the show was this guy named Troy Davis. It was a white dude on the show.
A white boy named Troy Davis.
White boy, I sure thought he was black.
So that definitely,
No, he can stop by the
so he definitely played off of that. But he was really funny though.
So in all, you had a fantastic weekend.
It was a good weekend, man. It was
Proud of you, man. I know the hard work you done did, man. It's good to see you get some shit like that, man.
It's always weird.
You ain't footage. What, did you feel comfortable with it? I know you feel comfortable.
With the what?
With the hosting.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, that Thursday them niggas had me like, nigga, I just was on stage last night. Nigga, y'all acting like I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm doing or something. What the fuck is it?
And you had to be clean the whole time?
Yes.
Damn. You did the first show?
No.
No time.
I didn't do that. No,
Did you have to get some sleep after doing all that?
I did.
Just like you fatigued.
You get that cocaine. You know how you do it. You go to the car. Remember go to the car. You were here, was you?
Came in here like a counterfeit.
Oh yeah, I'm like, damn.
Was it just
let me
this
get my
Yeah. Hey, this nigga said, I'll be back.
Nah, I couldn't do it. But
No,
it was like I said, it was a really good. It was good shows, man.
What was the highlight?
The highlight was the sold out late crowd on Saturday night. That was a hot ass crowd, and it was just cool to sit in the balcony and watch like the audience reacting to this nigga, because that nigga was having motherfuckers raising their hand before they had to go pee, nigga, like on some
embarrassing them and shit.
Nigga, yeah. I was just like, oh my god, you gotta wanna come. I don't know, man. It was just like funny to see him control that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you host, they just give you like a set price, or do you get like per head?
Nah, it's a set amount. You definitely getting the least amount on the show.
And what was the low light?
Low light.
The Thursday crowd?
Yeah, for sure. It was the Thursday crowd.
So
I don't think this mic kicked up. Nah, that was upstairs. That's somebody got kicked up.
Shout out to you, man. That's dope as fuck.
Okay, one last question.
And then the storytelling show, I wanted to tell you that I did do the church joke.
What was the response?
At the White Rabbit. And they was laughing their fucking ass off.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
So I made it. I guess I keep, and more I tell it, it keeps getting more relatable, or I keep realizing like, nigga, I gotta make you understand. Like,
yeah.
But they was like, that shit was funny as hell.
Stand up and tell us the joke real quick. They need to know what the fuck I'm laughing at. Come out here and
Okay, not to keep beating the dead horse, but can you take me to the place of how they told you he wanted a white person to open up? Who told you? How was it said?
It wasn't. Listen, and really, that ain't even like super public information.
Oh, that's
I'm just saying it's like it's insight into the business game of it, because, like I said, it ain't no disrespect to him, because because I understand, like, nigga, this is what I want, how I fucking want my show to be. But it was just like when you come into a show or you got a headliner, it's a lot of requirements. They might come with somebody, they might not come with somebody. So you got to just be able to bend to whatever it is. Like I hear people telling me stories of headliners where they'll see him the first night and they'll be like, all right, so that was a really good set. So cut this joke, and that joke. And then they'll use that shit.
No shit.
So I'm like,
oh, damn, that's a fact.
I'm thankful.
Play.
Yeah, I'm thankful that wasn't the case. I'm thankful that he wasn't trying to say I stole some shit or hit. Like, it could have went any kinds of ways. So that's why I'm like, I don't judge a motherfucker.
And that's my bad, but that leads to him not being self-hating, because like you said, he could have regulated and stunted on you. Mm-hmm. So shout out to TK Kirkland and shit.
Not next show.
For not having nothing else to do because he didn't have for 4 days.
For real. And he was like, he would have him back too. When he come back, he was like, I'm gonna put you on the shit.
That's dope.
Yeah. That's dope. The greatest ego boosting thing ever.
I'm like, that's dope. But he was a regular ass nigga, like, you know.
What would be your strange request?
You said you have to face facial hair, man. Huh? You can't have jokes without facial hair. I'm gonna go in on you. Halloween coming up, where you gonna be at?
I'm gonna use it.
Get you a lace front beard. This nigga say he get a 27-piece beard.
Oh shit. Boy, they clapping. But what would your strange request be?
Shit. You know what? I don't know if this is true. I heard Eddie Griffin be talking about he would get a pair of Air Force Ones before every show. So
from the
that's
first,
fuck, man. I don't know if that's in this contract.
No, that's all born in the 60s type shit. That's all born in the 60s.
Nah, it's kind of like some little kid shit. Like, when I grow up, I'm gonna make them give me some new chip shoes every time.
Okay, let me say it. It's like growing up impoverished in the 60s.
Okay.
That's some player shit.
I can't even think of
like
this
so
shit.
they get money, just start buying shit.
Cause I'm so
Dave Chappelle with the goat dinosaur.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think to even be asking for no ridiculous shit. Cause I'm like, nigga, y'all finally let me in here.
What was your first big?
Man, I probably want
ugly ass sunglasses.
I want more money. That's my request. More money.
Yeah. Well, I think the money already come there, but if I had the power, I'd ask for something goofy and ignorant, like, hey, I want a bowl of all red M&Ms.
That ain't strange.
Green Skittles. Just weird shit. Just some shit that I know I could ask for. Like, I know, but the fact that I'm walking to the room,
I can get them on.
The fact that I'm walking to the room, it's gonna be a sign like, these my Green Skittles.
It's gonna be something crazy that, like I said, something I can't get on my own. Like, not like you. I mean, you know, I ain't got the pimp stories, but I got my fair share. Maybe some Ferrari candy or some shit, just something.
some random shit.
Yeah, just
what's Ferrari candy?
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay. You know what? I thought my cool came to the surface again. I thought I know some cool shit.
I think I'm just thinking too small. I think I do some Oprah type shit. Like, nigga, I need
you
some
get
shrimp.
candy with a
I
Ferrari.
need some mesquite grilled shrimp on my fucking green room table.
I think that furniture, like, I want my dressing room to be in Ferrari red furniture.
On everything. What would you say, Jude?
It's a solid gold box of gloves.
Julie, are you even in the room? Are you even here? Are you even here? This nigga over there fantasizing about knocking somebody out. I can't wait to play that part back. This nigga said I was born in the early 80s and 70s. What are you niggas talking about?
I forgot what y'all were asking.
What would you ask for?
Don't even worry about it, youngster. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, like if you go do a show, like what would you want in the dressing room?
I don't even understand that.
So look, the other day I was walking. Like, because we talking about strange shit motherfuckers ask for when they request shit. So we was like, what would be the strange thing you would ask for?
Like if you
when you famous and shit.
Motherfuckers do that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need this.
Yeah. That's the crazy shit.
All right, let me get mine though.
Right?
Yeah, what's your
right?
I just really don't.
I would ask for something real simple. I would ask for something real simple. I would ask for like.
I just keep asking for a bottle of water on some annoying shit.
My shit would be sick, bro.
Oh, man.
My shit would be sick, and I'm only gonna say this because Jeremy said that he got somebody who listens who asked him, "Do I not like white people?" I generally don't like people.
Here come y'all.
I generally don't like white. I would ask for like the last 50 Amber Alerts of white children whoever been found, I would ask for their pictures to be posted around the room. I need their pictures posted around the room to inspire me.
Yo, nigga, I can go, nigga, we can go hours on that.
That's for your friend.
What is the gap from there? Come on.
John Walsh.
Talking about some unsettling shit.
Hey, listen, I'm wicked, nigga. I'm wicked.
I got plenty of that.
Yeah, I'm wicked. No, that wasn't what I asked for real, problem.
But yeah.
I don't know. I probably just asked for one white man to be sitting in front of with black eye. You know what I'm saying? It's just some weird shit. Hey, but listen, speaking of comedy, I'm being facetious. Speaking of comedy, Dave Chappelle. Last time we was here, we talked vaguely about his special. And he's coming to a weird beef. This is almost like Mariah Carey. This is like when Mariah Carey was beefing with fucking Eminem. It's some strange shit. He has a problem with the alphabet community in regards to his latest special, where he you like the special?
No, I like the alphabet community. That's how we refer to.
So they done took over the FBI moniker. You know what I'm saying? The alphabet boys and girls and animals. But I'll just cut to the chase because we definitely did go forever on the intros. I don't know if we're going to jive with this, and I'll say it to anybody.
That's the right word, by the way.
What?
Jive.
The whole dictionary. So look,
jive.
But
I'll die.
This nigga over here disrespecting motherfucking immense vocabulary that I acquired over time. It was that part of my acquisition. But no, Dave Chappelle, I'm gonna make this real quick and simple, has been compromised. Dave Chappelle is an agent of chaos. And I am going to present my case. There's no way that he had 3 to 4 straight specials on Netflix where he's talking about gay people, where he's highlighting transgenders. At first, it was fucking funny. The jokes was incredible. This one right here, it was damn near all transgender shit. Whether he was making the jokes or he was trying to, it was like
talk about it, buddy.
Or he highlighting his relationship with a nigga a fucking man who he's referring to as a her. When I say compromise, what I mean is, first off, the whole world is a stage. I hate to say it, man, but you don't reach a certain level of fame without playing the game. You have to play the game to reach this level of fame. Dave Chappelle, he was known for his stand-up comedy. He did the Chappelle show. He got an immense amount of fame. Then he went on a hiatus for various reasons that people assume, but he himself said that he felt like he'd been mistreated. He was overwhelmed with his mistreatment, and he knew his value. He knew he could just lead the show and kaput. And he came back with a hell of a fucking... The comeback was just the only time I seen a comeback this fucking incredible was Hollywood Hogan came back. I've never seen nobody just come back with this much vigor and shit. And he did it. And he came back. First he got the deal with Netflix. I don't know the terms of it. We haven't spoken on that. But first off, I'm not taking anything away from him as a comedian. To me, my personal opinion, he's the GOAT. And I've come to this conclusion with myself within these last Netflix specials. But I don't know if y'all familiar with the Hegelian dialect. Are y'all familiar with that? What that is? It's when somebody create a problem and they create a solution to it. They do this, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody who playing puppeteer with two opposing sides. So it is how the bankers usually do wars on a larger scale, where they're fighting on both sides, and then whichever one is winning, they put more power on their side. And I feel like Dave Chappelle is part of that right now, to where they present him as a problem and a solution. And the thing is, I've said this on the show before, white men are endangered species. They trying to marginalize the fuck out of heterosexual straight white men. It started with the Me Too shit. You see them and the whole power structure of Hollywood is being destroyed because, for whatever reasons, it's the divine feminine they trying to overcome. And this shit gonna be a little bit heavy for casual motherfuckers who don't really pay attention to shit. But the reason why I say that they like it look like they trying to attack black people one side, then it look like they attacking the alphabet boys. Mm-hmm. But if you listen distinctly to what Dave Chappelle keeps saying, he keeps saying like, I wasn't even after y'all. I was talking about the white man. He'll sprinkle that shit in there, and it'll go past you if you're not catching it. And so what they gonna do, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. They gonna present it to where, and I told people that they gonna, at the end of the thing, Dave Chappelle gonna be running around and shit at some kind of gay event, gay parade and shit where he hold hands saying we cool. I'm not with them, but I'm with them. And it just came into fruition. I was telling people this the last 2 weeks. Shout out to the side. I've been telling the side this shit. He like Dave Chappelle like I do, but he can't see past the entertainment value of it. Dave Chappelle just tongue-in-cheek in a joking way when he's promoting his show, saying he has a list of stipulations that he had to meet with these people. Have y'all seen that? Okay. Anybody seen that shit? He said that under certain circumstances he'd meet with them. And it has to seem laboring. When y'all get a chance, check out the shit where he's promoting this thing where, as Jason stated, he's coming to Indianapolis. So he has to fucking present it like he's really exhausted with it. And I'm thinking to myself, as a fucking black man who's nearly 50 years old, you grew up around all black people, you live in a small town in Ohio, you filthy fucking rich. How are transgender, quote unquote, transgender people your fucking beef? How is that something that's fucking vexing your spirit? How are you on 4 straight shows talking about these fucking, both of them? You know what I'm saying? How are these people to focus when you can come and you can talk about what's going on in our community? You in Atlanta, no, Detroit for your last special, and you talking about transgender people. You know what I'm saying? It's funny for the first 3 shows and shit, but how is this your focus? Go ahead.
I don't think, well, I was about to say, I don't really think it was I think it was more, it wasn't for to be a champion of black people. It was more to be a champion of your speech and your rights to say whatever the fuck it is.
And I'm tired of forcing this shit on me.
Yeah, don't force the shit. It's not so much that, and then it's also too, it's historic to be able to talk about this shit and to that degree when it's thought of typically of being taboo and most comedians can't get away with it. You did it 3 times over. Now I get what you're saying. You like, damn nigga, like we got it the first time, but I've not watched any of these specials.
You haven't watched any?
I haven't watched any of the specials. It's been so much. Listen, and it's been so much. It's been so much of the new ones.
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying is could be partially true. That it is at a point it does become like, nigga, it's an agenda. It's an agenda, yeah. Because you like, nigga, you gotta say, to be able to say this shit, you gotta kind of be like, nigga, I've had real conversations with these people in real life trying to come to a conclusion. And nigga, I've earned the right to be able to say this shit.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. No disrespect to your perspective, but if you haven't seen all the specials and shit, then you're not totally getting what I'm saying.
No, I'm not dismissing what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from a comedian perspective.
Yeah.
Niggas is like, nigga, you a champion of that community of any person being able to say shit about some shit and without being, nigga, you hate this nigga.
And that's how come I'm saying he's positioned. That's why I'm saying he's positioned to do that, because we know most other motherfuckers are getting quote unquote canceled. Right. So what makes him special? He's a nigga. You know what I'm saying? What makes him special? What makes him special is that people gravitate towards Dave Chappelle. They were having a terrible time trying to quote unquote cancel Dave Chappelle. He has the hip hop community by him, and he's always been an outspoken person. So what you do, you enhance that. And like I said, the whole thing is going to be to ultimately come together as a unit. You know, people always try to equate that so-called community with us in the terms of civil rights, or where they want to say that you've been discriminated against, how could you discriminate against us? You know what I'm saying? So they try to draw that correlation in. And so what they're going to do, I'm telling y'all what's going to happen, is they're going to start turning around and saying, the only reason why we enemies is because of the white man. I'm telling y'all how this shit gonna go, man. And people ain't, they don't want to believe in this shit, but Dave Chappelle always slide that in. I was talking about the white man, the Me Too shit. I was agreeing with y'all. That he always say that I was agreeing with y'all, and then y'all blah blah blah. But the whole thing is orchestrated. I might not be articulating this the way I want to fully, but I know I know when something is afoot. That's
52 fake out.
Hell yeah. I know when something nefarious is going on,
like,
man.
If they letting us hear it, nigga, then something is already. That's why I think Boosie
On everything, huh?
I think Boosie a champion.
What you mean?
Cause he standing on what he believe.
Boosie is very insignificant to what's going on in the world.
That nigga's quite the contrary in this situation.
Boosie, they know a person like Boosie only gonna reach a certain level of, so you don't worry about a Boosie. Boosie, he's like a hero for a motherfucker who ain't got a car. Well, that motherfucker, he like, I need somebody to give me some bread, Boosie pop up. You know what I'm saying? He's nobody who's gonna do nothing significant.
Say his name 3 times, I can't even.
Yeah, because if Boosie was doing something significant, he's just somebody who can cancel his Instagram account and he start begging for it back. Once you do that, nigga, they know you ain't shit. So fuck Boosie, man. All this shit is a game, nigga, and we get caught up in it.
We take it social.
We all get caught up in the game, and it's a good reminder for me, man, because sometimes I get so entertained with somebody's talent that I can look past their flaws, but not in this case, man. Dave Chappelle, he on some bullshit. And when y'all get the chance, check out the shit where he introducing his film and shit. For one, I just don't understand. Like, y'all gotta understand, they starting to bring Dave Chappelle at a convenient times. They bring him out first with Donald Trump shit. Let's just give him a chance on Saturday Night Live. Then with the George Floyd shit, the little time shit where he had the little. They bringing Dave Chappelle out, nigga. It's like they horny and they slutting him out 6 shows in a weekend. You gotta understand what's going on here.
But he like a caricature of his own self, like in his own skit, where he like, let's go ask P. Diddy what we think about this.
And that's exactly what the fuck. Hey, that's some real shit. Gyro, you know.
What was Gyro do?
But
yeah, on everything.
But I think he trying to. He playing into it, but he trying to flip it.
He's very complicit in what's
because it's like, nigga, you gotta be like,
you too smart to that.
It's almost like a fucking like, yeah, nigga, I agree with this shit. Y'all niggas know, like, after all the shit I done said, and I done turned down billions. Why the fuck would y'all not?
Right.
Why would y'all not believe that I really just take me at my word?
And then he got all that fucking money from Netflix, and they got this fake ass walkout. A fake. Hold on, how in the fuck do Netflix automatically all of a sudden got 100 fucking transgender motherfuckers out here? All this shit is convenient, man.
Not on that part though. I mean, real shit. You work at Netflix and they say, hey, we gonna stage a walkout. Y'all gonna get paid. You just gotta say you transgender.
He think like a fucking union worker. Shut the fuck up.
No, man, I think that's fair.
Unfortunately fair.
He about to make this insane.
But I mean, and then it's one person who showed a sign saying, I support Dave Chappelle. All this shit be staged, man, and I don't know, man. I'm not buying this shit, and it's sad because I was one of the people who thought Dave Chappelle was one of the last of the real ones, especially with his interview with was it Oprah or the Actors Guild type motherfucker.
Hey man, these farms ain't cheap, nigga. Be able to do your own shit.
But just listen to what I tell y'all, man. Listen to what I tell y'all how Dave Chappelle, he gonna be like, I'm cool with him. And then watch how it's all gonna turn on to we going against quote unquote toxic masculinity. And to make black people get on board with it, you gotta be like, we're gonna get the white man. You see what I'm saying? Like they gonna say we gotta attack the white people.
Nigga.
Who?
You get the realest.
Who is that?
The realest nigga.
Who is that?
That's Dave Chappelle right now. Everybody like, nigga, that nigga be saying
I should face all along.
That's what I said, you get the realest nigga.
Yeah.
Every nigga say that.
The plumber and they had be on school.
Dave Chappelle tell you ain't living no hood.
But
Dave Chappelle ain't living no hood.
Hold on, what was the kid name on Scooby-Doo Kids and shit? Red Herring. They was like, yeah, the little kid and shit.
Blame him every time.
It's like Tupac all over again. He got the fake, the quote unquote realest nigga in the room and started to try to make it into something else.
yeah, but shout out to Dave, nigga. You got, boy, that gotta be heavy in your conscience.
Yeah, that if he just chasing the monetary. You know, some people don't.
It's gotta be a greater good, right?
Like even with Netflix, like look at it from another end. Like you said, he got the mass the hip hop community. So Netflix is like, shit, we gonna attack them. We ain't gonna cancel them because all you gonna do is go on tour. So why don't we take 10-15% of that and just give them special? Like they just looking at it all dollar sign. Like shit, like some people think all publicity is good publicity. Like shit, David Press. They come to look at it. What he say that's so fucked up? Let's go look at it. If you look at it for 1 second or the whole show,
Netflix still getting
Netflix
paid.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like, at the end of the day, even if this nigga is on some sellout shit, if that's what you want to, for lack of a better term of it, it's a very ignorant term, but I'm just saying that if it is that, then even if that's what it is that okay if he's trying to build an independent community or build something that's independent of this shit?
Of what?
On his own scale?
Like, independent of what?
Because, I mean, he do a lot of this farm shit or whatever the fuck it is. If you're
Like
trying to
his own
detach,
structure.
if you try, not just really just trying to detach from your government so much by generating some revenue to work with.
I guarantee you ain't detached from the government by staying in America.
I'm not.
So,
but where do you get the money from?
So is he a 5% that's becoming one of the?
I'm just saying, where do you get? How do you finance that? Is that if it ain't with this type of ridiculous money that was?
I mean, he's so ingrained in the system. I mean, he signed a deal with Netflix. He's going on tour. He's definitely on the grid. He's.
But I mean, if you want to, which is that the kind of the ultimate goal is to be separate from this shit.
For a person whose ultimate goal is to be separate from this shit, it is.
But I mean, if that is his goal, and that's what this is, building up money, can you fault him for that?
I can, because I think that before you detach physically or financially, you got to detach mentally. I think he's mentally ingrained to the system, because he keeps, he says something, man, like Netflix hasn't canceled me yet. So I want to say, man, listen, I got a problem where I always think I'm right. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm only right 99% of the time, just to be clear to everybody. 50% of the time.
Half the time.
So what?
99% right. Half the time.
I could be wrong, man, and I'm telling you, I would hope that I'm wrong. But I doubt it. And I hope that this thing like, psych, nigga, you thought you knew me. And I'm like, that you got me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Speaking of people taking a stand, the NBA season has just kicked off. Seems like everybody's playing but Kyrie Irving.
And Ben Simmons.
I'm talking about for a real reason. Ben Simmons pouting. Ben Simmons mad because he can't fucking hit a layup.
Somebody gonna beat his ass.
Yeah. You know, he just don't be here. That's who's gonna be there. Kyrie's taking his stance, quote unquote stance against the mandated vaccine in New York. He's not allowed to play the home game, so I think they went a step further and said he's not playing no games until that issue is resolved. Floyd Mayweather just came out. Did y'all see that?
He read something.
Floyd Mayweather, that was one of the most fucking inspiring things I've ever seen in my fucking life. Watching Floyd Mayweather read that fucking paragraph. Flawless. Because I'm saying niggas been on Floyd's head like he ain't a fucking, like he won't pay, like they won't read for him if he pay them. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be talking shit, so. And I said that shit like I'm being funny, but I was proud that he read that shit real good. But he read something. People always talk about Floyd don't step up for people and shit. He don't do this, he don't do that. He stood up for Kyrie and shit. Said that he supported him. He said he goes to play on people. This is America. It's a free country. You free to fucking whatever you want to do. There's consequences for things we do. You know what I'm saying? But. And the consequence right now is him not playing the game, but it's obviously something that Kyrie feels strongly about, which is not being vaccinated. He's not letting people push him in that direction. Shout out to LeBron. LeBron said that he's vaccinated. He said, but they're not going to suggest nobody else do it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about an individual choice that they make, and like it's a collective choice that if you don't do it, you're wrong, or if you do it, you're wrong. Yeah. My personal stuff, I don't understand why you do it. But if you... I'm not outside no fucking clinic, outside CVS talking about, bitch, don't do it, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's your fucking
I feel like that though.
Like
ain't nobody telling nobody that shit. It's if you don't get it, you fucked up.
Oh no, I see people on the news every day, motherfuckers be killing their whole fucking family over this vaccine.
Quit believing everything on the news.
Just saying,
quit believing everything on the news, nigga. You believe everything on the news and shit, you gonna think that the United States is the most perfect place on earth. But Kyrie, he said he's not getting vaccinated. He said it's his personal choice. What are y'all thoughts on there? Anybody?
So he can't play in. He can't play in. Is it? They say like 50 games, the 41 home games, and then all the California teams.
Yep.
So it's 2 games apiece out there.
He can't play. I mean, they're not letting him play no games.
Yeah, they're not. But at first they were just thinking he could play the road games,
Yeah.
and like if they made the playoffs, he'd just be the away games. But shit.
I asked this nigga what he thought about it. He tell me the goddamn rules.
I just want the.
I support Kyrie.
Yeah, like shit, you can make your own choice. Shit, I don't think you should be forced to get no vaccination. Shit, that's bullshit. Like, just gonna make me take something. First of all, it's not even FDA approved.
Yes, it is.
At all of them. Just fight it.
The FDA.
As much money as Kyrie pays dues, I want his union to fight harder for him. Get that man his money. Get him his motherfucking money. He signed a contract that said, y'all gonna pay me and I'm gonna be prepared to play. The man prepared to play. When he signed the contract, the vaccine wasn't in there. Run me that cash if I'm Kyrie, man. Because, at the end of the day, man, all we got is these contracts and these words. So a union only gonna be as strong as the weakest person and the weakest link. And right now, them players ain't sticking up for Kyrie. Really, should nobody play.
And they switched it up on all AS. That was what the part that was left out the whole time until like Kyrie came out and said it himself, like, no, like they told us we was good. And until like right before the season started. Now y'all want to answer out of me all of a sudden. And it's like, nah, nigga, I just found out about this shit. Like, I been said I wasn't doing this shit. Now I gotta get to a new conclusion.
They've been outside protesting.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit's stupid. You can't switch Kyrie. You can't change rules up on in no respect. If this is
what rule has been changed?
They were saying that he would still be able to I don't know if it was that he wasn't able to play or that it was optional whether you wanted to get vaccinated, you would still be able to play and it would just move accordingly.
Yes, it were masks.
I think you had to still get it. It was repeated testing.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
In defense of Adam Silver and NBA,
and they've been doing that.
Let me say this real quick. The original mandate is New York mandate, New York City maybe. It's not an NBA thing. So for you, when you speak of the players' union, I'm with you if it's an NBA thing. If the NBA is saying this, I think Adam Silver and the NBA is saying this. You know what I'm saying? They not doing shit because they want. The NBA is the most liberal league outside of the WNBA. But it's super liberal and shit, and they fit into all the weird shit going on. That's why they had niggas out there and shit. Last year, my bad, with shirts saying, disrespect me, I'm the man, I can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? On 2K and shit.
Is that how it read?
Yeah.
I think what Jeremy talked about as far as the union, though, because he's not getting his
It's not a union thing. And so
it's not a union thing.
That becomes a team thing. Like, I don't think they just said he's not getting paid at all, have they?
Yeah, he's not getting paid.
He ain't getting paid at all, so that's when it become a union thing. Because when you pay them union dues, that's them saying, hey, man, you get into some shit, we gonna fight for you. You pay us, we always got your back. Right
That's
or wrong.
fucked up. That's something I definitely got to look into because that's fucked up.
And they media tried to force his co-workers into forcing him into some shit about his public life. They try to put pressure on. I'm like, nigga, that's just not gonna work.
If they said, hey, Kyrie, man, you ain't playing none of these 82 games, but we finna cut you 82 checks, I ain't got a dog in the fight. I'm like, all right, they fought for him, they got his bread.
Just don't talk about it. Just go away.
I don't even tell he come up and talk about it, but just pay the man his money because if you don't pay him, man, them players is crazy. Nobody should be hooping. Nobody should hoop because it could be you. Because what if the next reason, like, oh man, you wearing red laces. You can't play with red laces. You ain't getting the check. No, man, run me my money.
That was the NFL.
If this was at your job and they said that y'all get mandatory vaccination, hold on. And one nigga said, I'm not getting no vaccination. And they said, well, you ain't gonna get paid. Would you quit?
Okay, so we done already talked about that. So the way it worked for us is...
No. I'm just saying, would you quit? And we're going to take the union out. We're going to say, would you quit? Would you not work?
If it's for my guy or just for me?
Because Kyrie's not friend with everybody.
Okay, when I just not work, I mean, I'm always looking for a reason not to work though. So I'm the wrong person to ask that because I'm a lazy motherfucker. And I always say,
I'm saying you got your bills and just think outside of yourself. You got your bills, your sons and shit, your daughter to take care of and shit. Your ugly glasses habit. No, but real shit. Like, so this, I mean, I understand what you're saying, man, and I'm total agreeing with solidarity, but we have to be realistic and shit. These niggas is not,
yeah. And sometimes you gotta just stand on it, like, you know what, fuck it, man. Because I always tell people, when I get into it at work, and somebody will say the wrong thing, I'll be like, man, you know I've been paying bills and eating way before I joined the union. So God forbid the union kick me the fuck out tomorrow.
And you start beating the shit out of whatever the fuck they point at you for you to fix.
Ain't no motherfucking lady for one of the parties. Still tradesman.
My bad. Oh, man, shit, relax, nigga.
Right, we move blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not gonna be at that $20. More it's not Oxycontin.
But you teamster.
Local way team, baby, mechanical insulators. We keep hot shit hot, cold shit cold. We the reason that we all breathing air in here right now.
No, the fuck yeah, most high. Thank you.
Thank
you.
You know what I'm saying? We keep all the, like, the reason you ain't breathing mold. Anytime you go in the building.
Did you install it?
I can do that myself.
No, you can't. No, man.
Need a filter.
It's kind of like a filter, but it's like way more advanced than that, though. It's like, it's not the pink shit in the walls.
Do you install it or you make it?
We install the insulation. Like a fitter puts in like all the fucking
You
plumbing.
don't install it at?
No.
So ain't that still labor?
No, it's not labor. Nigga, laborers push brooms. No disrespect to the laborers, y'all. Laborers push brooms. Fitters are like fucking plumbers.
Give me the cash.
Pipe fitter.
Yeah.
It's like
Pipe fitter. Yeah, okay, I know.
Okay, but we the local way team. We motherfucking insulate the pipes. We insulate the ducts.
But you working.
Huh?
But you're working.
Kyrie body work.
You physically moving your body.
Nigga, was coming about. Word to Jason. Word to fucking Jason.
Yeah.
Word to fucking Jason. Stop talking about Kyrie, nigga. Fuck your insulation.
Damn.
He got fast.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah, the best is removal. Yeah.
Hold on. This nigga really was out here giving these niggas orientation. We're a Fortune 500 company. Every place y'all go to a Fortune 500 company.
You look at the bathroom.
I talk shit about the union, but they do help me
Now watch
take
the
care of these
Paris
motherfucking kids and shit.
Let's run through these real quick though. Shout out to Kyrie. I hope that shit get resolved. But I'm telling you, man, this is not the place to be an individual.
It's dark back on jail.
That's what happened when you fucking a young boy. But
The whole dub, bro.
real quick, I want to ask y'all, did y'all see where they said that Floyd turned down taking a picture with a team because he had a painted fingernail?
And he can do that. Floyd self-made, self-paid.
Is that a bad thing?
Everybody got a choice. The man self-made, self-paid. He already ain't getting endorsements.
Why is that? And that's the power of having a ruling class mentality. When you know that you gonna eat no matter what, where you made the investments you got, and you know,
ain't gotta ask motherfuckers.
You know your fucking worth. Like you said, I think how like he's did it all out the mud, nigga. You done took care of your whole family, and it hasn't been. You ain't got one commercial. You know what I'm saying? I personally, if I did the same shit.
I would.
Hey man, come on, man, get them gay ass fingers out my face. You know what I'm saying?
Ferrari red tag on your picture.
I'm like calling this nigga Ferrari.
And you can say that shit too, because you like, what you gonna lose? A sponsor that you ain't got?
Right.
Like, fuck, America already hate Floyd. He done made money off being the person that you hate. People don't watch the fight anymore because they like Floyd. They hope somebody beat his ass.
America don't hate Floyd.
But that's a pure preference, my nigga. That's like me saying I don't want to take the picture with you because you smell like shit. Like
This nigga shit discriminator.
That's what they don't say.
That's crazy.
That's what they don't say. They don't like ass.
Are you saying that he got fucking ass and you don't like anal sex between men?
Bro, so I'm like, that's like,
What he doing though?
some weird shit. I'm not gonna. It could be no naked nigga on a goat in the background of my picture. Nigga, no, I'm not taking that picture. Nigga, no.
And how do y'all
What the
know
fuck you
this
finna do
different
with this?
person that's like
No green screen background.
the people that's leading the charge for the gay people, the straight, like the idiots, people that's mad at the Washington Redskins, weren't even Indian. They were just regular white boys.
Them Indians ain't Indians.
The Indians,
They regular white boys.
They regular white
Ain't no
boys.
Indians to complain.
Yeah, they can't buy nothing to complain.
But that's how come, like Corey, he said something that's a little bit heavier than people understand it. It's always somebody telling somebody else to be offended. You know what I'm saying? When you see things like so-called, when they say so-called slurs and shit, remember that Don Hyman shit? Where he said that
Nappy
funny
head
shit about
hoes.
the nappy head hoe. That shit was funny to me.
Have you seen them women? They was some nappy head hoes.
Shout out to
Nappy hoes
Epiphany.
play
That was one of the
basketball.
girls' names. She went to Georgia. But listen, my point is like, and we as a people, we always had to be told when to be mad, told what to be mad at, shit like that. It's like we be sitting around and shit, motherfuckers be like, man.
Does niggas
What? They took her off the box.
Niggas mad because she on the box, and
Hey.
niggas mad because she was off the box.
I spent 30 minutes looking for the serve. It was in my face the whole time. I'm looking for this shit. Like, damn, what the fuck? Y'all sell Agent Mom no more?
Something meal
They
coming
said
in.
it's, yeah, it's pepper meal or something.
I'm so offended.
It sound like a slave house or something. Pepper meal.
Real shit. But look, Floyd, he has a right to. That's why I don't like this shit with like TMZ the devil. TMZ the devil. I thought they gonna know me for y'all.
They the white people shade room.
No, the white people are the black
Yeah, black people.
TMZ.
Yeah, shade room is black people.
I like
TMZ.
I'll guarantee you, the shade room was ran by white people too. I guarantee that shit. So shout out to Floyd. Two more things. Y'all see Mac Miller drug supply pleads guilty of fentanyl, faces 20-year sentence. I had zero fucks to give about Mac Miller. I can't tell y'all two Mac Miller songs. I know a lot of people sad when he died, so shout out to his fans who give a shit. My thing is, do y'all think that drug dealers should be held responsible when they're
Hell no.
Yeah, we have that.
And then I looked at the fucking text. You saw the text that the nigga had sent, and that shit. That nigga clearly said, "Yeah, I ain't got shit, but I got some diluted pills."
That's what he told him.
And then he like, "Oh, okay, well, fuck it, I'll fuck with them shits."
I'm so disappointed in Mac Miller because you had enough money about high-end drugs.
Yeah.
And
Y'all
then
blaming everybody but you.
Then when you look at the order, it's a tall order. Nigga, what he said it was 10 perks,
It was 10
bars.
10 Zan, and a ball.
It was something else too. It was
Like
10, and 1.
So, man, look. For
For
one,
get.
I
This
think
was
we go
something
back to the
about
90s. Go back to the
Something about
90s, and we need to motherfucking support the dealer and shun the user. When you saw New Jack City, Chris Rock was like the person you laughed at. He was like, "Oh man, look at Pookie, Scotty, me." But now in 2021, it's like all cool to be a dope fiend.
But he was there doing Michael Jackson shit.
Yeah.
He was clowning.
It's cool to be a dope fiend now, man. I ain't
I've
cool with
never
that
seen
shit.
such a lousy jumping jack in my life. The absolute worst jumping jack. He didn't even jacks. It wasn't even jacks. It was one incredibly fucked up jack.
Yeah.
But to Jeremy's point, I disagree. We shouldn't pick who to applaud. Of course, it is highlighted about being a junkie today. Junkie is the most fly shit ever today. Man.
All these rappers is doping. If you listen to their music, what they say.
But we just need a clean community. And fortunately, we're not talking about our community. We're talking about Mac Miller.
Unfortunately, we're not talking about weed.
I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker sell, man. Get it how you get it, man. Pharmaceutical companies do it. The person on the street better do it.
Stop living comparatively. You don't have the lawyers and the
Those
corporate
niggas
lawyers.
snort concrete powder if they said they said it's legal. Nigga.
I just Walgreens. I don't even do drugs. But I will direct you in person.
Like, you'll condone it.
Like, who's the person that thought, like, man, let's go in the mortuary and steal a vomit fluid and smoke it? Like, it don't matter. Like, they
nigga who was doing the body.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Nigga got dizzy.
He got dizzy.
Nigga
like,
got
oh,
dizzy.
shit. There's something to this.
Anybody ever did embalming fluid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's thing.
You what?
That's my way before.
That's
Is that
PCP.
dust? That's dust.
Nah,
liquid.
it's wet.
What's dust? What's angel dust?
That's,
PCP.
yeah.
That's why I was like, that's
before.
PCP.
Yeah.
But wet was like one of the drugs I tried to like.
Motherfuckers was getting wet in the late 90s. That shit became.
Oh, that shit was.
Did my cancer stick and something bomb?
Yeah. They smoke them on these long black
Primos.
cigarettes called Moors and shit.
Primo.
You did that before?
Hell no.
I was waiting to call this nigga crackhead.
Turkey.
You look shocked in the phone. I was gonna call this nigga the
It's
crackhead.
no
comedian
coolness
for
to
now on.
doing crack or heroin. That's when like all.
Ain't no
cool.
coolness to fucking deal doing about, nigga. Don't be trying to make levels of cool with drugs.
No, I'm just saying that like
We smoke weed.
you can be on the street and
It's a lot of
niggas
motherfuckers
be
make,
like,
hold on, it's a lot of classic jazz albums that came out of heroin.
Yeah.
So don't
You talk bad.
I've
Be cool with
been
Delonte
so many
West.
places.
Miles Davis
Miles Davis, he big up the shit, man.
on heroin.
He was on heroin.
But who else? Shout out to Mac Miller and his habit. Free his dealer.
Oh well,
That's right.
Free his dealer. Shout out to his dealer.
free the real.
That'd be a good ass shirt on that nigga.
That
Free the
nigga
dealer.
try to get some money, man. That dealer was just trying to make a living. I done sold it.
He about to write a book.
You definitely know what you're getting into if you jump out of a plane. Like you might fucking go splat.
One more before we go. Delonte West repeatedly hurled homophobic, quote unquote, homophobic slurs and said he was a better basketball player than LeBron James during his arrest last week. And the disturbing scene was all captured on police video obtained by the Devil, the TMZ Sport. West was stopped by cops in Boynton Beach, Florida on October 19th after officers said he was yelling and banging on the local police station door, throwing rocks at the kids. Cops say he was holding two open containers of alcohol, one beer and one vodka during the episode, so they ordered him to the ground. This part, I'm stopping right here though. This is the part I hate about law enforcement. Clearly something wrong with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you ordered him to the ground. That shit's weird to me. That's when officers turn on their body cameras and you can see the footage they needed to point a taser at the former NBA player and says he can get down with them and comply. I don't even understand the taser coming out.
Right.
If he's not, I kind of understand it. For me, I'd have tased him.
What he was wearing?
So,
what the fuck?
if they tase
Why is that important?
Because I mean, if you wearing like something like loose clothing, you can see he don't pose a threat.
you
All right, that's different. But if you wearing like a jogging suit, like I'm wearing, or the Q wearing, you don't know what the fuck in that jogging suit.
When West finally dropped to the floor, officers told him they were detaining him for open container resisting. He dropped to the floor when he resisted, and the 30-year-old went on a lengthy rambling rant that included anti-gay rhetoric. First off, if you call somebody a faggot, that's not an anti-gay shit.
Yeah.
I say faggot, I don't even be talking about faggots.
Yeah.
Why was that highlighted during a mental man's rant?
Because, nigga, it's the agenda that Dave Chappelle's pushing.
And then,
on Dave Chappelle.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, and then this nigga was supposed to have been in rehab from Mark Cuban last year.
Psychology.
Right. That's how they end the article, but they don't say what the result of that shit.
But you can't make him stay. Like,
They didn't say that he stayed. That's why I was like,
But what did the cops remember when he got caught? Like he was
you nigga knocked out my mama.
Let me
mariachi man.
Let me say this real quick, because I'm gonna sum all this shit up real quick. Because I'm gonna tell y'all what disturbed me. None of this shit really bothered me. West repeatedly used the F word, quote unquote F word, called cops bitches, and he claimed that he was Jesus Christ and the President of the United States. Oh, that's nothing. We've seen that before. Correction. Yeah. In his rant, West also said, nigga, I was better than LeBron James. I'm better than Jordan. That's where I dropped my phone. I was cool with everything else, the Jesus, the President, the James. But when he said Michael Jordan, I said, we got to shoot this nigga. We have to shoot him. We got to shoot him and pour that motherfucking liquor out after we shoot him. I'm disturbed now. That scared the shit out of me. For him to say he was better than Jordan, that's the most frightening shit I ever had in my life.
Because you can't shoot him after the next sentence. I was the best nigga to play every sport.
Did you say that?
I was the best nigga to play every sport.
You didn't say that.
That was the following
Somewhere Jerry
quote.
Rice was like,
They
what?
quoted this.
Jerry Rice.
I was the best nigga.
Oh, he was Jordan.
Yeah,
He said I was the best nigga to play every
Listen. Y'all thinking major basketball, football. He said he's the best fucking croquet player ever.
You ain't better than Mario Lemieux, nigga.
This nigga's the greatest water polo player ever, nigga.
Synchronized swimming.
Come on, man. Who's out here out synchronizing this nigga?
Shot put, that nigga.
In the water doing this, could nobody do this shit better than him?
You wasn't Carl Johnson on that track field.
Oh, my
Triple
God.
Carl Johnson, this nigga making up people.
The greatest
Carl, whatever his name was. Carl Lewis, okay.
Yeah. But you know what? It was a hybrid between Michael Johnson and Carl Lewis. He said he's better than both of them niggas.
There
Combined.
you go. That nigga was the best curler in the Olympics with that little broom,
On
nigga.
everything. I guarantee you, all jokes aside, this nigga cannot beat me in foosball. West continued to spout off words incoherently before cops finally put him in the back of a squad car. In the police report, officers noted West reeked of booze and appeared to be drunk. Obviously, motherfucker, you had to put that in the police report. And I wonder if they wrote reeked. I wonder if they wrote that shit. West was ultimately hit with 3 charges over the incident, including obstruction of resisting without violence. So that's like, sit down now. Sit down.
No.
Open container of disorderly intoxication. He's doing court next month for a hearing of the case.
He already out. He's out next day.
I don't know. They say he got to appear in court, but I do think we could go body him out and get him on the show. I think we get some good sound bites.
OR in 3 misdemeanors, man.
He don't. They shouldn't let him out, and I think they should force him into some kind of mental facility.
That's what I was. That's all I was about to say.
We making light of the situation. It's not a light situation. It's not something.
That's all I was saying about.
He been crying for help ever since I blame LeBron's mama.
That's what it's crazy. They ain't say the result of this.
He played in the league long enough.
He didn't go to court.
No, I mean the result of the rehab.
But what was his contract?
Oh, nigga, we got the results of the rehab.
I don't know that's the last contract, but I know you got to play like 5 years or something to get them forever checks. Now they don't get like life changing money, but it's enough money that you can come to a place like napping.
Oh, that's life changing if you get it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, like shit.
Like poetry.
You said what now?
When you get them fucking when you get that, what do you call it, like retirement checks?
Publish your clear house.
You talking about
it's something like that. You play for so long and
pension.
Yeah, pension.
Pension. But it's
5 years.
I'm making light of it. I'm making light of it, but this is definitely not a laughing matter. He need help, man. I don't know what kind of help he need, but he should jail ain't the answer. Jail ain't the answer for everything.
I didn't understand the rehab. Was he on drugs for real, or was it that it was mental health and they just fucking sent him to a rehab?
I think
he might have just left though, man.
So you know, these rehab places, because I know a chick,
It was in a
her parents sent her to rehab. It was like a 6-month rehab. She left the next day, went back, kept getting high, flew back out to Cali the day before she was supposed to fly back. Act like she been in rehab the whole time. So they can't make you stay.
The greatest hide and seek player ever.
That's all facts.
But
I mean, you gotta want to change, and you gotta have the money to change. And people
Money kill bubbles. Yeah, hit rock bottom.
It ain't the money, nigga. It's the want.
Yeah.
It's alright. I think, but it's sad though, man. In any event, anybody got anything to say before we wrap it up? Juvie, tell them about what's coming up, nigga.
Man, we fighting December 11th. The return to Indy at the Egyptian Ballroom, the Murat Theater, downtown Indianapolis. You don't want to miss this show.
We don't.
You don't want to miss this show, man. It's a comeback after a prolonged return. The layoff is finally over with.
I understand that.
I'm taking all bets for my boy Juvie. All bets. I'm fading them all.
How much?
Whatever you want to bet. I got you.
What an agent. On air. Right after the promo.
GQ Fresh, what up?
My side boys, thanks for having me.
Shout out to that motherfucking Muslim. I made this shit sound disparaging, didn't I?
Oh.
Shout out to that fucking jihad face.
Nah, but shit, tell a friend, tune in. Shit, I'll be at the fight, Julie.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, we all gonna be here with Frank Lucas hats and mink.
I'm
getting something perfect, nigga.
I'm like the best raccoon y'all ever seen. Shout out to Jason. You got anything else coming up? The hardest working man in comedy is taking over, and I do take that away from Nate and add funny to it.
Hey, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Take that next skate.
Tomorrow, Burnside in.
What? Man, this CD Hotel is good. Norman Bates gonna be there.
Yeah. Burnside in.
On Massachusetts Ave, downtown Indy. It's right next to the Eagle. I don't know if y'all ate that before.
Get it on.
But yeah, Burnside in. They doing a show up there. I think it's the second floor or something. But yeah, pull up though. I think it's free. If it ain't, then shit.
You already said it's
no promise.
Jason, see,
I ain't got you faded.
Jason said it's free.
I ain't got you faded.
Can you go get the things on the stage?
Right.
Can you go get my friend? Can you go get my friend?
Yo, Jason.
Monday we at the Bella. We at the Bella.
Where's this?
West Side, Indy on 56. For Funny Mondays.
At the Bella. Where?
Yeah, that's on West Side, Indy, as I just stated.
West Side.
The 56.
Cross Meridian.
Not like 56.
What's Cross Meridian?
No, I was talking shit like 56 and like Lafayette, roughly. I believe. He said, I don't fuck with that.
I'm trying to have a picture.
Wednesday the 3rd, we in Chicago at the winery doing shows. It's an indie showcase, indie takeover showcase. So all indie comics going to Chicago. So
who won up there?
A few I think for sure.
So I get nobody.
Pretty sure. Nigga, let me say it. Nigga Nate Robinson, as y'all just got finished saying. Aisha Brown, Dwayne Cobb, Jetta Vaughn.
I'll guarantee y'all doing that in the projects.
No, we definitely in a winery. It's a nice to have winery in the
Y'all in there gonna be lamaritas in that motherfucker.
That shit was high. It was blind.
Get him, Lord, get him.
But and then fucking on my birthday, November 6th, we in Muncie.
Turn it up.
God damn it.
We in Muncie. Illusions.
Here?
Illusions 2.
Here, gay boy.
Illusions 2. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. So we got a full couple weeks.
This nigga really got on. He on tour. This nigga low key is with his tour dates and shit.
Right. Because they coming up soon. So shit, if y'all got some time on any of them days, pull up.
Hey, man, first off, say that shit was some bass in your voice, nigga. First off, you say there was some bass in your voice, nigga. That nigga was seductive.
Bro, I said, can I have a nigga punch shirt?
Oh man, that would be a good shirt.
Hell of a fucking shirt.
Dude, you need a nigga punch shirt? We getting it. We can put some fists and some gloves and some shit.
Nah, it need to be some old hood, bloody knuckle shit.
Nigga punch. Nah, it's gonna be a Street Fighter character on that motherfucker.
That's a good
nigga punch.
That's a good one, Jeremy. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's coming. Nigga punch shirts coming soon.
This for you, Jeremy.
Patent. Shout out to Jeremy.
Jeremy been out here doing his independent film work for the documentary and shit. Black guy with sunglasses. Got anything you want to say in closing?
Man, y'all just continue to eat y'all motherfucking vitamins, be great, be positive, all that shit people think I be cap about.
Holding card, he want his swag back.
Alright, man, just real shit, man. Go out there, be great, be a blessing, not a burden. Chase the bag, spend the bag, because money only got spenders and not no owners, so you can't take that shit with you, man. And just, I don't know, man. Me personally, I would blow this shit on bitches and drugs, but right now I'm not doing drugs though because I'm in a union and I can take a drug test right now though.
Don't take financial advice from them.
Don't take financial advice from them. I would blow that shit.
That's the only reason.
Hold on. Jerry, you a motherfucker.
Hey,
you a motherfucker.
Right.
Cause listen, I'm just now catching on it because y'all haven't heard how many times this nigga said I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
He said that shit so many times. Me and him gotta talk off air about that.
Oh no. I'll be honest. I'm not doing drugs right now.
And that's the funny shit, cause you passed that drug test, didn't you?
Oh no, I ain't took it to them.
Okay, cause I knew this nigga had one coming up. I knew he had one coming up. He let you motherfuckers know I'm ready.
I'm studying.
Hey, this nigga said I'm in the best shape of my motherfucking life and shit. I've never been this clean. Look at these motherfucking hands.
See these eyes? These eyes. I just like these motherfucking massages though. These eyes.
They fuss sausages with an F. Shout out for everybody who here rocking with us. Shout out to the champ Julie, GQ Fresh, Jason, the hardest working funny comedian that, and the coolest motherfucker that ever sit in this motherfucker. That I almost gave that nigga some good. I almost rated him higher than he was. Almost called you the apex predator. Wolf on concrete, nigga. Hey,
yep.
Shout out to him and his new growth. We be back.
I'm gonna get it done soon.
Hey, and how you gonna do? That nigga gonna take the pictures at the salon and shit be off.
You already know.
Hey, shout out to everybody, man. Fantastic way to come off our sabbatical. We see y'all next week. Same TCK times, same TCK champ.